Hello guys, and welcome to Ride VIP channel. My name is Serge. This is the Rideshare channel, and we talk about rideshare. So today is going to be a beginning of sort of like my little 3-day week or weekend, where I like to make my money. So I like to make my money on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to try to see if I could do the same amount of money in 2 days. I mean, it's definitely going to be like not the same amount of money, but I'm trying to hit my bonus. So let's see what the bonus is right now. So we're going to go to opportunities and look at this bonus, guys. Basically, if I do 60 trips, $300. So last week I was able to actually complete this bonus in pretty much 25 hours. So I worked a very short Friday, and then I worked a very long Saturday, and then I still needed to do just 5 more trips when it came to Sunday. So then I came on and worked Sunday, and I did like almost like 4 hours actually, but I was going between Lyft and Uber. But on an Uber app, I think it took me almost 4 hours to get those 5 trips. It was kind of strange. It was not a very good day to work for some reason, but it turned out okay. So as soon as I hit that bonus, I just came home, and I'm thinking, if I did not have a short day on a Friday, I would have just like simply worked on Friday as much as I can and as much as I can on a Saturday. There's a possibility that I could have done 30 trips each for those days if I would have stuck to my new strategy, just doing a lot of short trips. But of course Sunday I went away from that strategy, and I was just taking trips that was making me more money. This is why it took longer. There's always a different strategy. But as you could see here, these are sign up bonuses for Saturday, and right now it is Friday. So it is Friday 1:48. So beginning of my day, I do not come available in this area. This area is not good for working. I'm just gonna sign up for a couple of these things, then come back and sign up for more or something. I really don't even know if what the heck am I doing? I don't know if this even makes sense to sign up for these things. It's like, why do you have to sign up for an area to work in if you could just simply go there and work anyways? That is the bonus area. But look kind of like where I'm at. So basically I live in Lancaster area, and nobody knows of Uber in this area. It's super rare. So I gotta go to Charlotte, which look how far that is. So if we simply go to, like, let's say like a Google Maps, and let's just put Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's just hit start.
Continue on S29 187 for 1.5
48
miles.
1 hour drive. This is what I've been telling you guys all the time. I mean, I strictly go 1 hour to work in Charlotte every day. 1 hour there, 1 hour back. So in a way, it kind of sucks for me. This puts extra miles on my car. This takes away from my time that I would have worked. So these 3 days that I'm gonna work, I mean, I will waste definitely 6 hours just coming and going to work. So you could probably feel my pain, maybe. So imagine if I worked every single day for 30 days. I will waste 60 hours. That is like a full-time job and a half. Imagine how much money I'm losing. And I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking like, well, why don't you live closer in Charlotte? I mean, you could have made that money back. And while that's been true, and I would have done that if Uber was a thing when I actually moved here. I moved here slightly over 7 years ago, and I didn't start doing Ubering up until July of last year. And I've heard of Uber, I've heard of Lyft, but at the time I was doing Expedite across the whole country. I was driving a commercial Mercedes Sprinter van across the whole country, and I was making similar money to Uber. Like very similar, guys, except a little bit more headaches, but it had some positives as well. Like I got a chance to see the entire Canada, entire United States. I got the chance to visit some places. So I kind of thought of it like, I treated it as if somebody's paying me to travel, sort of like an RV, because the Sprinter will remind you of an RV. And right now, there's a big deal. It's like a new thing. Maybe it's not that new, but it's called van life. Back in the day, why am I saying like not brand new? Like back in the day when they had those Volkswagen Beetle buses, those were like the hippie days. So they were doing a lot of van life back then. And then I think they stopped for a while. But when I started working Expedite in 2007, people were running up to my van and they were like, whoa, what is this? This is a big van. Oh, you could use it like RV. And how much does it cost? And what kind of maintenance and stuff? People ask me all kinds of questions like this. And I would tell them and stuff like that. But I kind of thought about it back then. I'm like, shoot, like I'm technically like living in a van, like sleeping in a van and working at the same time. In a way, not a luxurious lifestyle, but in a way it's kind of like I'm camping every day. But now when my friends call me camping, I'm like, no, I've been camping for the last 14 years. I'm not about to do that again, There comes like positives and negatives with that, I guess. I mean, if you go camping every once in a while, it's one thing. But if you camp in 365 days a year, seriously, a lot of that stuff, I was camping like that because there was like no trips. So you could come to an area and you could get stuck there for 4 days. So try complaining to somebody then. That would be kind of tough. Nobody cares because the other van drivers are stuck doing the same thing. So now, of course, driving Uber, it's a lot better. But the reason I moved here, where I moved, it was so much cheaper in this area because this is like the county area where I live. There's not too many rules, friendly neighbors, everybody's looking out for each other, very cheap taxes. I pay a tax for my home for the whole year, $550. And one of the reasons I choose to live here is because over 7 years ago, there was still good deals on homes. In Charlotte even. So imagine for an area like South Carolina, especially 1 hour away, you could find some great deals. And that's what I did. I found a really great deal, 2 properties next door to each other, and I paid cash for them. So I was like thinking, well, I'm doing Expedite all over the country. Who cares where I live? My whole entire country is basically my home. So why should I pay more for rent? Why should I pay more mortgage to live in the city if I don't even live there? Like I'm not even there, But after buying that home and stuff, I had to do a lot of remodeling. It took me like 4 years because I didn't have all the money up front. I was not somebody rich. So when I bought that place, that's it. I didn't have any money. I was pretty much broke. Then I have to kind of start over again. Eventually, guys, if you want to know how to like really take today's day and age where there's Uber, there's Lyft, it might seem like this income sucks, but I'll tell you what, it doesn't suck if you treat it correctly, because it's not how much you make, it's how much you spend. So if you do everything right, you strategize just right, even now you can save up enough money to buy your own place. And I'm not talking about something luxurious either. I didn't buy something luxurious. I bought a rundown home. Like my friends told me it's a teardown. But the most important thing, when you buy a home that needs a lot of work, the home is already there. As long as you can get approved to live there, even if it needs a lot of work, you could do that work while you're living there. Sure, it's gonna take time. If you got money, yeah, hire some crews and you get it done. But my whole goal was to not live in debt. I don't want to hire anybody to get into debt further. So my whole goal was like, look, if a 2008, 2009 happened again, nobody could kick me out. So, and right now, as you could tell, the economy kind of sucks. Well, no, it's actually great. But the thing is, I mean, look, it's headed in the wrong direction, guys. This reminds me a lot of 2007 actually. This kind of looks like 2007, almost kind of like the calm before the storm. So I think within probably less than 6 months, we're gonna really feel it. We're gonna really feel it as far as the income goes. So these Uber incomes that we're having now, I think it's gonna be considered these were the best times, because it's gonna get a lot worse. And the reason it's gonna get worse, because look at all these people losing their jobs right now. Crazy amounts of people losing their jobs. Guys, just take a look. Like some places, like for instance, like Facebook, like 10,000 jobs. Like Amazon's even like now pretty much firing. But I mean, they still need people. But every place, and I'm not gonna get into all that because this is not the type of channel I have. But guys, so many people are losing their jobs right now. It is crazy. So where are these people gonna go? Some of them might say, you know what, I could just Uber. That means a little less work for us, a little less, a little more competition for us. That means some of those people are gonna be desperate and they're gonna take everything that they can, because some of them, they just got crazy mortgages. They still gotta pay those mortgages. So they're gonna be hustling. They're trying to make every single dollar possible. And that means we're gonna make a lot less money. But the thing is, I'm just expecting that to happen. It's probably going to be like that for the next 2 years at least. And then things will improve. Because right now, this might sound like it's news, because right now everybody's hiring, technically, you know. There's a shortage everywhere. So yeah, some of those jobs going to get filled up, obviously. But it's really crazy. I mean, if you look at Twitter right now, they're laying off a bunch of people. Facebook, which is Meta, laying off a bunch of people. Those people got to go somewhere. And I'm not just saying it's those. I mean, it's really like a pandemic. It's so many big companies just laying a bunch of people off. So I just came to a car wash here. I'm gonna wash my car. I want my car to always look clean. I mean, I always keep it clean on the inside, and I always like it to make it look nice on the outside, because it looks professional. It is a black BMW, and when people get in, they're like, man, your car is clean, and wow, what year is this? Like, they always think it's a 2017, but this is a 2010 E60 body style. And these body styles, they look kind of nice. I really like these body styles, guys. You know, call me crazy, but I like this better than the newer style. And part of the reason is, first of all, for the E60, I mean, depending on which one you got, like, this was fully loaded. I mean, I have like really beautiful looking lights with LEDs, with like nice 3D design, and it's a single piece for the rear. So I think they look so much better than the newer 5 Series, where the lights in the trunk lid, it's basically like split. You know what I mean? It's like a double light. So imagine if your trunk lid misaligns a little bit, well, then it's gonna look kind of ugly. It's gonna look not straight, and I would not like that. But anyways, this is why, guys, I live here so far away, and I'm not planning to move back. And you might be also wondering, because I'm sure you heard me say this many times, I only try to work three days a week. Reason I do that, obviously, travel. So I try to maximize the amount of money I could make in just a 3-day period. But I'll tell you what, guys, I think even if I lived in Charlotte, I mean, yeah, if I had some bills, I'd probably work Uber every day, probably take some days off. But I'll tell you this, bonus during a week sucks. Like Monday to Thursday, that bonus $70. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, at first I got confused. I looked at it last night, I'm like, what is this? Because I was getting ready to select my Friday bonus. Oh my gosh, I looked at it, I was like, $70? No, I'm like thinking, well, the only thing that really attracts me to go to Charlotte 1 hour away is that bonus, $300, $200, what have you. So every time I'm thinking, I'll just make the bonus and I'll be good. But when I see that $70, I was quite disappointed. I'm like thinking, well, there goes my $300. I'm not gonna make it now. But anyways, guys, sorry for all the noise. My car's being washed. So I will talk to you guys next time while taking some actual runs. And I want to see how this week goes. I'm not sure if Charlotte has anything going on. I could tell the airport looking a little busy, but obviously Charlotte does not have any opportunity places where you could select any bonuses. Maybe I missed out. Maybe I didn't select them, and this is why I don't have them. Maybe this is why I cannot select them. It's kind of weird. I mean, I think there still should have been an opportunities for me to select them. But that being said, guys, what the heck? Oh my gosh. Airport just started surging. This is freaking crazy. It's just like $1.50 right now. Can't believe this. Yeah, I want to talk about some of these things too in an upcoming video. I haven't even looked at it yet. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much. Like, seriously. You guys are making this so much funner for me. There's a lot of you guys subscribing. And I never, none of my channels, I never beg for subscribers. I want to provide as much value as possible and some common sense, if possible. So I'm like, what? So many of you guys subscribing. That's like crazy. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Good luck to you guys. Have a good weekend. I hope you guys get a chance to really make some money this weekend and during the week. Well, take care, guys. Bye-bye.